All right, good morning everybody. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Josh, and in today's video we're not going to be building anything big or complicated, but we are going to be answering a question that I think is pretty cool. The question is, can you create a functional replica of a key using a two-dimensional picture and a 3D printer? The short answer to that question is yes. Yes, you can. The longer answer to that question is yes, you can, but there's a few complications you have to consider when doing it off of a two-dimensional picture, but we'll get to that. So if this idea scares you a little bit, I apologize, but you probably have a false sense of security when it comes to locks as it is and are putting too much faith into them. Locks are at best a psychological deterrent and a short time delay to a motivated individual who wants to get past your lock. There are a number of ways to do that. Go check out the Lock Picking Lawyer. You can learn 100 different ways to pick a lock. I'll try that before we try this 3D printed method. It's been a long time since I've picked a lock, and I'm really not very good at it, and I have super limited tools. But we'll see if I can do that. We'll take a picture of the key. We'll put that in Fusion. We'll draw a key. We'll 3D print it and see if we can get in that way. Let's get working on that. Let's go take a picture of the key, see if I can break into this in a different way, and then see if we can do it with the 3D printed version. Please hit the subscribe button if any of this is entertaining to you. Check out the B&E for a BM short, link in the description. It's kind of funny. Let's get into this lock. All right, for just a minute, let's see if we can pick into this. This is not an actual lock pick. This is an actual lock pick tension wrench. Pretty sure the barrel turns that way. I don't know how many pins it has. I'm not very good at this. There's one. 2, 3. All right, because I'm not good enough at lockpicking to actually break into that padlock. It's got some security pins and I don't have very good tools. Excuses, excuses. We're gonna break into it by taking a picture of this. So we're gonna try to defeat this lock with a whole bunch of technology in place of ability. All right, so now that we have unsuccessfully picked the lock, let's go ahead and pick it with a combination of Fusion and a 3D printer. Okay, so first thing we're going to want to do is bring in one of those images as a canvas. Move the opacity up all the way just for now so we can look at this picture. All right, so in our two-dimensional picture of this key, we have the penny in frame, the key in frame, but only one side of the key. And when you look at it, you can tell that right here is a different depth. And that's really the only big issues when it comes to doing this, is you need to know how thick the key is, and then you need to know how deep these grooves are. Luckily, a lot of keys you can either look at the lock. If you have the lock, you can look at the lock opening and see the shape of the key. You can take a picture of the very end of the key to accomplish about the same thing. But I think for this one, we're probably not going to have to do any of that. We're just going to estimate depths, and we're going to go with the thickness of a house key, which was about according to Google, it was about 0.8 inches, or sorry, 0.08 inches, or 2 millimeters. We imported this as a canvas, which just means we're going to use it to draw on, but we need to know exactly how big everything is. If you Google the diameter of a penny, you will find it is 0.75 inches in diameter. So we are going to scale our picture so that the penny is now 0.75 inches, which puts the key at exactly whatever the hell the key is supposed to be. Let's create a sketch on the same plane. Now, there's a lot of ways you could do this. I am going to do it the super lazy way where I just hit L, and then I'm just going to zoom in pretty close, and I'm going to try to stay right on the edge super roughly finish the handle because it's entirely irrelevant and I don't care what shape it is. Boom. Okay. We have a key, tooth pattern. Looks pretty good. I feel like it looks pretty good. Okay, and we're gonna go with 0.075 inch. Okay. So next we need to draw on this edge of the key, and we are gonna go ahead and draw a line down right there. And based on the 2D picture, it kind of looks like this is cut out, and then it kind of looks like right here is more of a slope, like a chamfer. So I'm going to cut this down, probably half the depth of the key. So I'll go negative 0.03. 5? See where those meet, I guess. So something like that gives us that slot, and then again it looked like that was chamfered, so we'll just put a chamfer here, like 0.01, 0.05, 2 months 0.04, 3 months 0.035, perfect. All right. Oh, actually, go ahead and edit that chamfer, and add that edge, not that edge, add that edge. Okay. There we go. Then we can go ahead and hide that canvas. So we have a key, but we know there's a second slot, and that the face profile, there's a notch in here. So let's create a sketch on this plane, insert a canvas onto this plane, hit OK, then got it from the bottom. Canvas is not like this. Let's calibrate this canvas. Something like that. Okay. Let's change the opacity. Wow. That's good. Okay. Now, let's create a sketch right here. Where we draw a line here, here, here to here, and then we will cut that. We'll do about the same. We'll go neg 0.035. 0.035. Okay, that looks a little better. Let's hide that. And let's give this side a chamfer. Let's look back at that picture real fast. Looks like it's only chamfered on this edge. What was that? 0.035? Seems right. Okay. That's theoretically the three-dimensional shape of our key, but we are estimating off the two-dimensional version. So, looks like a key, might work like a key. Let's test it out like a key. Don't care about that. I haven't printed in a few days. You can level the bed. Use the AMS. We're gonna print it in black though. No, let's go blue. That's what we did for the short. All right, we'll come back in a few minutes. See if version 1 opens the padlock. Version 1 has just this little bit of support down the back edge from that print orientation. Seems to be peeling out okay though. Looks like a key. Does it fit? Looks like it fits on those edges. That is not scraped out enough where the supports were. Oh, and then look at that. Version 1. That was one drawing, one print. Yeah, it really is that easy. I'm really excited about the things that I'm going to get to build soon. But that was a fun question to answer. I mean, it's kind of amazing, I guess, that was the very first print, and now it's working like an actual key. I could use this as a backup key. Thanks for watching.